Portfolio is one of the main things that's actually going to get you the interview. So it's really important to get that right. So today I'm going to show you how to make a website with your full portfolio on it, how to actually get enough knowledge to make a portfolio for yourself. And I'm also going to show you how to make the prompt and do everything, upload it online and include it in your application. So first thing, I want you to go over to Claude. You can get this on the internet, but I have the app for it. All I've done is I've dropped in my CV. I said, here is my CV. I want to make a website tailored to my portfolio. I want to show results from multiple companies. Now, you may not have experience to write a portfolio off of, which is fine. If you don't, I'm going to recommend that you do some training. I'm going to show you now. You can go in school, or there's another site called Udemy, and you can do training there. I offer completely free training to people who are looking to get into marketing. In 60 days, we help you get a marketing job, and completely free. You can come in here and take some of these lessons are free. I believe these first two, so meta marketing and Google marketing, which is going to be the main ones for making the portfolio, they're completely free. So you can go in, you can use them, and you will have enough knowledge in here to go and make a portfolio for yourself. So right now I have exact companies, G-Man Welding and Modern Gardens, which are companies that I've worked with. But if you don't have companies you've worked with, that's fine. I used to watch someone called Casey Neistat. I'm not sure if you heard of him before, but what he used to do when he was looking to get a start was he used to make commercials for Nike. And he used to have on his portfolio that he makes commercials for Nike. He didn't get hired by Nike, but he did make commercials for Nike. Nike never used him. Nike didn't know who he was, but he made commercials for Nike. It made him sound a lot better. So what you can do is you can go and you can pick companies, and as a project, make a campaign around them, make some blog posts about them, do some copywriting for them, make some ads for them. Pick a company that you semi-like or you feel like you could improve, and make some ads, copy, anything marketing-wise, make that for them and include that in your portfolio. Nothing wrong with it. You're not claiming you worked with the company. You're just showcasing your skills through another company. So that's my recommendation. You should have something that you can show that. If you have exact companies that you've worked with, it is a little bit better because you can start showing results, which is quite important. But if you don't, it's no big deal. So that's my recommendation. Do some training. I have a free one on school. The link will be in the description for it. You can also go on a site called Udemy, get some sort of training to understand what you're doing, and then you can make a portfolio. So I've put in the companies, so you can put in whatever companies you've worked with and whatever campaigns you've made once you've done your training and once you have this ready. And MarketSphere, my own company. I also want to emphasize how I learned about Meta, Google, Go High Level, copywriting, content creation, AI implementation, and website building. So through the training that I've done or training that you've done elsewhere, even if you've done in college, it's not as real world as training would be. College is starting to be kind of less looked at as a trusted source. But any work that you've done, tell it and then say, I want to include that in the prompt. So I actually want to show that I've done all this stuff. And then go website building at MarketSphere, which is the training program that we're running. With one-on-one training from Keen, the mentor, I want to talk about more about how I want meta ads role. So you want to pick particularly what you want to do. Pick at most 2 to 3 things. So I'm just going right now, just want a meta ads role. I want to make my portfolio based on meta ads. Our learnings here, and when you go through our LinkedIn video on this YouTube channel, I hyper focus on things. So our LinkedIn is just meta ads. Our CV is based on meta ads and the particular role that we're applying to. We change our CV for each role we're applying to. And then in this case, we're going to make our portfolio based on meta ads. So that's what I'd recommend. Pick 1, 2, at most 3 things, and then say, hey, I want to go with meta ads and content creation. I want to diversify a little bit. But you want to be specific, because when an employer or a hiring manager is looking at your CV and looking at your portfolio, it needs to jump out at them as, geez, this guy is qualified. This guy knows exactly what he's doing, or this girl knows exactly what they're doing. They're nearly built for this role. So we need to be showing that to them straight away. And that's what I want to do here. I have a real passion for making these campaigns on a real understanding for what is needed to create a profitable campaign. Talk about yourself, your experience, anything that's interesting about yourself. And then I've got a prompt out here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this prompt I'm going to go over to the Lovable site and I'm going to paste it in here for completely free. It's going to make us a website. So I've put the prompt in there. I've just copied the whole prompt here. And I've also copied the prompt that I actually put into Claude in the first place, just so it has all the context. Now, while that's building out, I wanted to show you Lovable is just a website, basically, where you can build websites through AI. If you come into resources, you can come into templates, and you can even see some apps that were built here. And there's actually one down here that I seen, a personal portfolio. So there is different templates that you can use, and then just use these templates. But I would have a look at what Lovable actually builds for you first of all, before you go and use a template. It tends to be quite clean, but we'll see how this turns out now. So here's the website that's built out for us. I gave it a couple of different prompts afterwards just to fix what it gave me originally. When you're doing a marketing portfolio, I kind of like it to be quite colorful. I want it to show quite a bit of personality. I want it to be about me. I want it to be about what I want, what my passions are, what I like, what tools I use. Which is very different to like sales roles and stuff like that, which is very like what you've done and what your results are. So you do want a little bit of that, but mainly it's personality. You want to show your personality, you're different. You can kind of use colors and you know how to kind of match up colors and stuff like that, because that's what's important in marketing. So I give it my picture, give it my name. I asked it to remove the top navigation bar. I didn't like that, and a couple of other bits. You can take a look at what I said there. This is what it's come out with. Now, can I just move this off to the side? So it has my name. It has two little things hovering here. Now, everything in here isn't intentionally put there by me. This is mainly just what the AI has built itself. And there's a couple of things you're going to want to change, which is completely fine. Skills and superpowers. You're probably going to want to change the word superpowers to something else. But it shows paid media, what I'm good at, tech stack, different different applications that I can use. Then it comes down to results and portfolio. You can select which company you'd like to see from. And it shows results, what the results were before you joined and after. And it shows a percentage there, what the results look like month by month. And then once you joined, what they looked like. So showing it in graphs, key highlights, conversions. You could probably put in something like conversion value here if you would like to. And a marketing portfolio, it goes into ad creatives, copywriting, content strategy and systems. And I haven't had this set up right now, but you can have this as clickable. So if you want to make any changes to this, you want to, sorry, let me turn off my camera. You can click this here, which is visual edits. And I can click this box and go, hey, if anyone clicks this box, I want to open up this picture, or I want to open up this file or this document, and it'll do all that for you. So let me just turn this off. Very, very easy to edit. Literally just go into the text box and tell it what you want to edit. So yeah, with this, like, it's fine. It looks pretty good, but I'll probably make it a little bit simpler. I'll probably break it down into like results and portfolio, looks fine. And then I'll probably say, are you interested in seeing my ad creative, my copywriting, my content strategy, my blogs? What would you like to see? And then let it drop down into this with 4 companies. And then once it clicks, it goes into the ads that are ran. You can drop in pictures, like I dropped in the picture of myself here. So I drop in pictures of ads I've actually ran, and then it can pop up just below here. This isn't perfect. It's just a quick example that I'm showing you. You are given like a certain amount of daily credits, but you have a decent amount. It's completely free, and they refresh every 24 hours. Meta ads, this is just a skill. It's what I'm building for. Talking a little bit more about myself. Again, you can add on to that. You can maybe add a picture of yourself with your computer, make it a bit more personalized. Then it talks about your education. You are going to want to have it that when someone clicks on this, it pops up with pictures of you with your degree or different projects that you've worked on. Make this as detailed as you can, but also make it very simple. You want to show people that you can present and not have it look too foggy. Like, I think up here, there's too much going on. So have things collapsed, and then when people click on it, it opens up and shows a lot more. And then just a little say hello, LinkedIn page, make sure you link both of these. And that's a very simple marketing portfolio that we've made in like 10 minutes. Very easy to go on to Claude. You can make AI tools and bring it onto this website, and you can publish it and get a link for it for completely free. So I would recommend you make this. It makes you look way more professional. You can include it in a cover letter, but where I would mainly recommend to do it is Do 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 do. Going into your LinkedIn, going into your featured, and adding it as a link. So you just press plus and then add a link. See, I have two here. I would just add one and have your marketing portfolio there with a picture of yourself and the link. So people can come in and take a look at everything you have done in here. So, a quick plug again, if you are trying to get into marketing, I have a marketing training completely free. This is a full community of people looking for marketing jobs that I help. You can see there's lots of people here introducing themselves. We're doing polls, we're doing calls together. We're all just trying to help each other get marketing roles. And you have completely free training in here, not only on all the tools, but how to get hired, what websites to use, what's your interview routine, what's your applying routine, how are you actually going to get a job. And this is just one small part of that, building your portfolio. We're going to talk about your CV. We're going to talk about how to talk to hiring managers, calling them before getting in, and how to guarantee getting a job offer in 60 days. So if you're looking to build out your skills, you're not looking to spend that much. This is a completely free way to do it and to learn and to make friends with people. Everyone in here is now getting to know each other, and they're telling each other what they've done on an interview that worked. They are shouting about job opportunities that are coming out. And when companies come to me, I'm also reaching out to the people in here and letting them know that there's job opportunities. So if you're looking to get in touch with a community of people who are in the same position as you, take a look at that. The link is in the description. And I hope this portfolio is good for you. If you have any questions, send a message below in the comments. But I would recommend just typing it into the box here, and Lovable should do the rest for you. Thanks very much.